New this morning, longer days and stronger sunshine means spring has officially arrived. But as we spend more time outside this May, health experts are also reminding people it's Skin Cancer Awareness Month.
With more than 5 million cases diagnosed in the U.S. each year, the CDC says skin cancer is the most common form of cancer here in the States.
Northern News Now's Hannah Morgan spoke with experts about the 3 most common types of skin cancer and what those warning signs are. Hannah.
Yeah, good morning, guys. So 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer in their lifetime, so it's something to take seriously. Aspirus Health says it's not just older adults at risk. Melanoma is one of the most common cancers in people in their 20s and 30s. So let's go over the 3 types. First, melanoma is the most dangerous type of skin cancer, known for spreading quickly. And if you leave it untreated, it can be fatal. But to spot it, remember ABCDE, asymmetry, bordered collar, diameter, and involving. And next is basal cell carcinoma, the most common type of skin cancer Aspirus Health sees. It's rarely life-threatening, but if left untreated, it can damage surrounding tissue, cartilage, or bone. Look for a pearly, waxy bump or a sore that won't heal. And lastly, we have squamous cell carcinoma, the second most common type, typically seen as rough, scaly patches or wart-like bumps. However, if you notice any of these warning signs, it's important to see a physician as soon as possible.
People of any age take photos of changing lesions and on their own monitor for several years. And time is of the essence. So if you see something changing, don't just document for yourself. Go seek help. Ask your primary. Get referred to derm. Get it checked out.
And Bucolt says to wear a hat and use a broad spectrum sunscreen that blocks both UVA and UVB rays, and to wear it year round. Reporting live in studio, I'm Hannah Morgan, Northern News Now.